Okay, for problems 7, 8, and 9, we are finding both the area and we are finding the perimeter of the following. So when we find area, just a reminder, we are multiplying the two things together, and when we are finding perimeter, we are just adding. Okay, so let's look at all of the areas first, and then we'll go back and solve all of the perimeters. So if I look at number 7, I've got 5h plus 3 on the top and 3h minus 6 on the side. So I'm multiplying these two things together. So I'm going to split this up and make a box. I've got 5h and plus 3, and I've got 3h and negative 6. So when I'm multiplying these two things together, we're going to take 3h times 5h to give me 15h to the second power. Remember, when you multiply, you are adding exponents. Okay, 3h times positive 3 gives me that 9h. Negative 6 times 5h gives me negative 30h. And lastly, negative 6 times 3 gives me negative 18. Okay? And then when writing out my final answer for my area, we got to combine the like terms. So 15h squared will stay there by itself. But then if I look on that diagonal there, I've got two h values, negative 30h and 9h, and if I add those together, I'll get negative 21h, and then minus 18 left over. That is my area. We'll come back for perimeter in a little bit. Okay, number 8, we're talking about area. I've got a trinomial and a binomial. So I'm going to split the top up into 3 sections and my side into 2. So I've got 2k squared, positive 6k minus 4. I've got 4k and plus 5. Okay, so when I multiply these things together, remember you're adding your exponents. So 4k times 2k to the second power would give me 8k to the third power. 4k to the first times 6k, also to the first power, would give me 24k to the second power. Then I take 4k times negative 4 to give me negative 16k. Second row, moving on, I've got 5 times 2k squared would give me 10k to the second power. 5 times 6k to the first power would give me 30k. And then 5 times negative 4 gives me negative 20. So now I can go ahead and combine my like terms. I've got my x squareds or my k squareds there, and I've got my k values here. So if I add these things together for area, I would have 8k to the third power plus 34k squared. And then I would do 30 plus negative 16, which gives me positive 14k, and negative 20 to end it off. Okay, we got one more here that we're going to find area for before we go back and find perimeter. So, number 9, I've got 3 terms on top. So I've got my 5p squared here, positive 3p there, and negative 6 here, and 7p is on the side. So now we're just going to multiply these two things together. What is 7p times 5p squared? Well, that'll give me 35p to the third power. 7p times 3p would end up giving me 21p to the second power. You got to add those exponents. And lastly, 7p times negative 6 gives me negative 42p. So if I just write that out for my area, that is correct. I'd have 35p to the third plus 21p squared minus 42p.